Captain.
Hello, welcome back to a long time coming series, the Starcraft 1 and Starcraft 2 series. I'll quiet down so we can get through the mission briefing, and then I'll continue chatting in a bit.
We've just received word from our research team that they've uncovered some kind of hidden weapons relay upon the planet Tarsonis. They report that it's called a side disruptor and that its purpose is somehow connected with the Zerg.
Side disruptor connected with the Zerg?
Admiral,
No kidding.
during the Zerg invasion of these colonies, the Confederacy had manufactured a number of portable machines called side emitters, which had the uncanny ability to lure Zerg to their signals. It was rumored that they had created a specialized emitter that could disrupt the Zerg's communications, but Emperor Mengsk was never able to find it.
Oh wow, that would be an
It appears
awesome weapon.
that this side disruptor is the machine he was looking for.
Cool.
I must humbly suggest to you, Admiral, that the disruptor be destroyed as quickly as possible.
What?
If it should fall into the hands of the Dominion, we could face some very serious problems.
Reality check, buddy. If it's there for you to destroy, it's already fallen into your
I'm inclined
hands.
to agree.
But Admiral, this device could ensure our victory over the Zerg. It is foolhardy to discard such an
Yes,
advantage.
yes it is.
Surely, Vice Admiral, you don't doubt the tenacity of your own fleet. Your
Doubting the
Directorate
tenacity of a
forces
fleet
will
we
devastate
stole
the
literally
Zerg
one mission ago
without
is...
the
Okay,
need for
I'll
such
stop.
a device.
Listen here, Lieutenant. I've had just about enough
This
of...
conversation is over, Alexei. Given the true nature of our mission to enslave the Overmind, we could hardly stand to have Mengsk control a device of this magnitude. The side disruptor must be destroyed in order to safeguard our mission.
Because when fighting the Zerg, the last thing you want to do is disrupt the Zerg's communication with the Zerg. God, sometimes I wonder about you, man. Alright, anywho. Hi guys, it's been a while. I have gone through about 6 different recording programs to try to get this recording to work, and I've had multiple failed startups, so yeah, it's good that it looks like we're actually going to be working here. I managed to get something that seems like it recorded with minimal lag and with good audio coverage, so here's the hoping. And my god, that is a wrecked looking base. There's friggin' spires growing out of it. So, for those of you unfamiliar with this series, I strongly recommend bumping back a couple vids. I explain a bit better what this is all about, but
Since you have
basically
shown
somebody
such
has...
concern for this device's inherent danger, I charge you with finding the disruptor and securing it. We will commence with its destruction once we've cleared the area.
Awesome. Yeah, basically a group of people actually, have taken the StarCraft 1 campaign and rebuilt it, made it in the StarCraft 2 engine. And they've done a really good job translating a lot of the feel of it here. So, as you can see from this map, we've got that white square all the way at the top. That's the side disruptor we need to reach, and I'm just reshuffling my base so it'll be easier to defend. A little bit less spread out, a little bit tighter. Oh my god, Zerg everywhere.
Our sensors are tracking Zerg signals in every direction. It appears that our intelligence was correct.
Admiral, if we focus on destroying all of the hives in this area, we may be able to neutralize these Zerg without too much trouble.
Wrong!
Been waiting on this.
Seriously, just walk to the end of the map, blow up the side disruptor with your bombs, and get out. Simple. No? Not gonna do that? Okay, anyways, there's the 1 base, 2 base, 3 base, 4 base. Now, each of these bases actually has special properties, special styles or easier ways to approach them that if you follow, you'll have a hell of a lot of an easier time taking it out. For the first couple bases, tanks can provide you some really easy takedowns. The other 2 have specific weaknesses, and as we go through this run, I will explain what I'm doing to try and take them out. But for the moment, just enjoy the visceralness of it all. Unlike playing PvP games or even co-op versus AI games, building base defenses in the campaign just makes sense. The enemy has a bigger base than you. He's not going to attack you all out, but he is going to send swarm upon swarm at you, so having good defensive positions just makes it a lot easier to hold on. I'm beginning this by just building a lot of SCVs. I mean, this is not rocket science. and a lot of Marines, and yeah, just going from there. I think I pick up... Actually, why are the health bars not showing? Huh, I'm gonna have to turn those back on in a second. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna basically just build up my base as usual. And you'll notice that, as with any good RTS, you want to try and do more than one thing at a time. So building the supply depot while you're building the units that are using it, or while you're setting up your next tech structure, while you're researching, you know, that kind of thing. I'm less concerned initially about defense, because I know that the waves are going to attack from the initial waves that they attack with are going to be small enough that they can be taken out by my given forces. Like, there you go. A couple Mutalisks. I think this is about where it hit me that my health bars are all still off. But yeah, like I mentioned, tanks are going to be an easy way to take down the first couple bases, so immediately taking up to factory while building a couple extra Marines, and so there we go. Gameplay. Show unit life bars normal, set that to always. And yeah, all of that should be good. Probably should turn on show flyer helper as well, but anyway. Setting up some SCVs to go repair the technically damaged buildings, but at this point, SCVs are precious enough that I shouldn't really be leaving them lying around. I want to focus on getting more money. Go ahead and spend my excess resources on the second tier of upgrades. I don't think I ever go beyond +1/+1 upgrades on a map like this, because you don't need to. But obviously in a real game you want to. And there we go, immediately getting up the tech structure so that I can make my siege tanks.
Upgrade complete.
I think maybe I can put a second bunker here to control this choke point a little more efficiently. But I'm really more concerned about the front door than I am about this back door, because I'm going to be covering my back door by blowing up their base there instead. Massive a few more barracks.
Add-on complete.
But yeah, for those of you who haven't seen the previous vids in the series, oh there we go, I've just queued up 5 SCVs to max out my mining speed. For those of you who haven't seen the last few vids in the series, where I explain more what's going on here,
Not enough minerals.
well, what more is there to say beyond it's a remake of the Terran campaign, and, oh god, what is wrong with that video distortion? Yeah, I spend a lot of time just marveling over all of the little things they've done to make this feel Starcraft 1-ish. Firstly, there's all the original units and tech trees from Brood War, which is nice. Though, obviously, with their Starcraft 2 models. Heck, even the Lurker is back. Second, little things like the supply depots no longer fold under, health totals all reset. They redo a couple models here and there to make things look a little bit more Starcraft 1-ish, but not often. Comsat station is back. Minerals and gas are mined 8 at a time instead of 5 at a time. Which actually makes, you know, resource harvesting a lot more efficient than you might initially have realized. Okay, see there's a ridge overlooking the hive for Brown Zerg, I guess. I'm gonna go ahead and wait until I have like a couple siege tanks and a reasonable marine medic mass, and then I'm gonna go ahead and use siege tanks on the high ground, and definitely want to get Academy up so that I can start rebuilding. See, they changed the Academy model to the Ghost Academy, but it still functions as our old Academy. Anyway, I'm gonna want to get more medics up, so that's why the Academy needs to go up. A couple siege tanks should do the trick, with a SCV to repair, nice marine medic block, and notice that I put the Academy out in front of the bunkers. This makes it harder for Zerg units to surround my bunkers, and makes it difficult for an auto attack, like an A-move group, to not accidentally target the wrong structure. You know, if they have to walk around something, it just extends the amount of time they get shot at. Basic, pretty basic building tactic. Okay, now we've got a reasonable army size, and oh no, bottom right of the map. I moved my troops to move them all together, and accidentally moved them away from the defense of the choke point. Probably should throw up another bunker just to be safe. Not another command center. Or another 2. Yeah, I have an excess of money right now, that's why I'm just burning it quickly. Generally, I would be playing better, like have my building structures hotkeyed and be microing and macroing better. But I'm just playing for the sake of, you know, campaign and entertainment. Not as concerned about optimization. Get a whole bunch of troops in the queue, and then we're gonna hit the ridge. And while I'm focused on the ridge, I'm gonna probably not pay as much attention to my base, so I want to make sure it's on autopilot for a while. That's a fair... Now, if you wanted to march all the way in, you'd have to go through all sorts of static defense structures. But if you just camp the high ground, notice that I'm leapfrogging my tanks into position so that they take out the units. And then, boom! There comes the intercept. We clear the waves and get that SCV up here. There we go. Repairing should go without too much difficulty. Wow. So that's a strange animation for... Oh, are you okay? Yeah, you guys are fine. The repairing SCV should be more than competent to handle that. As soon as I've taken out the... Okay, those are actually coming all the way from Orange's base to reinforce. That's a little bit more sophisticated than the brute war AI had done this. Anyway, once I'm satisfied I've taken out the early responsive Marines and units, I'm gonna leapfrog the tanks towards the target. No, you don't. You guys can all die now. Ha 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 ha.
You gonna give me orders?
I pound the hell out of that hive.
Go ahead.
And notice these bunkers here that I said I wasn't going to reinforce, well, I'm not really reinforcing them that much because we're killing the base behind it. That said, I have known these disabled quote-unquote Zergs to still attack me, so I like covering my ass anyway. I mean, you saw how far Orange went to support ground. Once the shelling is complete, it'll be over. I'm building a second command center early, so that in the likely event that I want to expand to where Brown currently is, I can do so easily. I think I lost my repairing SCV from my forward force here. Yeah, it looks like I did, but it's no big deal, because we just popped the hive.
Just as I thought. This brood can't operate without its primary hive cluster.
Wonderful, I guess that means we can walk right in there and clear out the base without too much difficulty. Jerk. You'll see why I'm so pissy about it. He says that it's disabled, but their structures still attack, their units still attack, their allies still come to support them. It's as if you didn't do anything different. Though in fairness, they don't come to attack you as often, which is a pretty big relief. Anyway, having these guys pointed at my ass right by the back door was a big incentive for making sure they were the first target to go down. Alright, let's see what we got here. That's in range. Siege tank range is bigger than siege tank vision in StarCraft 1. I think in StarCraft 2 as well, actually. So, having somebody to spot for your siege tank a little bit further lets them actually shoot beyond their range of vision. A tactic which I will be using my awareness of shortly. Oh no, you're getting attacked on the ridge. What the... See? That's Brown troops. That is Brown sending an army to counter me. And those are lurkers. Aye! Okay, all told, that could have gone a lot worse. One more spine and we would have lost basically the bulk of my army. Instead, they're now in shelling range and I'm just killing. I don't actually have CompSat, do I? Let's fix that right now. And it looks like the lurker was dumb enough to walk back into range again, so he's dead. Any luck? No luck. Your static defense structures. Here I'm gonna just spend some time mopping up this base so that the creep starts to clear, is the plan. So that when I eventually have to switch over to this place as a source of resources, I can do so quickly. And there are just troops waiting for me to... What happened? Oh my god, it's an Ultralisk. Yeah, see, the Ultralisk had to get funneled in through that narrow pathway, which allows my entire army to be focusing guns on him, while he just attacks impotently one building. If I had been playing like more aggressive PvP style, maybe I would have put multiple buildings just to body block. Oh, Speedling plus Mutalist is devastating, because the Marines have to choose whether to shoot up or shoot down. The higher DPS comes from the Zerglings, but if you don't kill the Mutalisks, they'll bouncing shot you all to death. And killing Zerglings takes a while. So, why are you guys going not up the ramp? Oh my god. Hopefully they make it all the way back and live, and if they don't, it serves them bloody right. Anyway, stopping on the whole thing with purple, brown, I guess, for now, it's time to... Oh my god, it is time to take on purple, who's on the left of the map. Now, the way that purple's area is set up is he is on a island. Technically, you would have to use wraiths or dropships or something to try and aggress on that island, and it's covered with spine crawlers to make such a thing even harder. Not to mention that wraiths are very weak air-to-ground attack and very expensive and higher up on the tech tree than I'm at right now. However, as you will soon see, the hive is within siege tank range. So I guess I could compsat up the ledge, but compsats are expensive, or 50 energy each, take a while. Again, not exactly fun. So what's a man gonna do? I am going to use the eBay, or Engineering Bay, attack. And this is actually one of my all-time favorite tricks to use, legit in Starcraft, to use a building as a spotter. So watch what happens here. We're going to set up the siege tank on the lower ground, far enough back that he's not going to get just aced by something that's out of vision range. That should be enough to wipe out units. We'll move into range, and boom, there come the units. But we now can see the high ground with our eBay. We forgot the SCV to repair the tanks. This could end badly. Yes, we have a tank almost dead. I really need a SCV to heal that up. And oh my god, I'm under attack in the main base. Why can't I make... There is an SCV right there! Ah, shit. Okay, there we go. He is now repairing just like he's supposed to. I think he's accidentally been included in the control group, is the problem. So every time I move my units, I move him too. But you see what I'm doing here. This engineering bay can tank way more damage, way more spore crawler shots than a Wraith ever could. It doesn't need that much maneuver field's depleted. I have to move my base soon. We'll finish this and then we'll worry about the base from this one. I know he died. Okay, that's one. We gotta make sure the second guy doesn't go down. He's our winning tactic. But as it is, we have drained many of this guy's units now, so we shouldn't have that much trouble aggressing on the ledge. And the SCV is consistently repairing the engineering bay, which is a mistake. I guess the moment he finishes the siege tank, the engineering bay becomes the best option for his auto-repair algorithm. How bad is this attack? Okay, this attack is winning itself. Okay, and all of a sudden I say that and then Ultralisks pop out, but wow! Okay, yeah, 3 bunkers is definitely the way to go. Have you finished taking out the anti-air yet? There's the SCVs, there's the... Boom! Every time we finish taking them out, more pops up. But it's cool now, it's cool. It's just Marines, it's just Mutalisks. My Marines are in range. We're shelling the high ground. We're gonna use the eBay to give us semi-permanent vision. Okay, we'll switch attention and take care of the attack first. God. You know what? I should just bring 2 more tanks. I've been building them this whole time. Finish it faster. There we go, hold position. You can hold position with a flying building. How awesome is that? If it blows up, that's fine with me, but there's the extra tanks. Right on schedule. Finishing up the meat grinder here. Let's actually assume that the... Oh my god, the orange is now supporting him. But it's not going to be enough. 3 tanks with that kind of marine support. This is going down. I can already begin to mentally focus on how I'm going to expand. Because I have plenty of resources, but it's finite until I get a new expansion up. And pop goes the hive. Technically I should just divest here, because unlike the low ground orange or brown base, this purple base is going to be a pain to transport SCVs into. I'm going to finish building the missile turret I started up, just for shits and giggles, but let's get out of here. Let's prepare to expand.
The doctor is in.
Okay, yeah, let's prepare this. Bring the army back home. And I have that second command center sitting around somewhere, so I should be able to use that.
You need some triage?
Soon. You know, it makes you value, honestly, the StarCraft 2 style over the StarCraft 1 style for actual campaign gameplay. While I'm much more connected to the characters in this and much more interested in the story in this, I believe the story is told better, and is more interesting, quite frankly. StarCraft 2 has very few levels of the variety kill 'em all. Brood War was a lot better than StarCraft 1 in this, honestly. Oh, you know what? Just bomb rush them. We have more than enough Marines that we can... Yeah, we'll probably kill this with no losses or minimal losses. 1 Marine, 2 Marines lost. Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me! Orange, what the hell? Alright, and Orange back attacks me, the moment I ingress on Brown. I'm telling you, the whole, you've disabled their primary hive cluster and they can't fight. Yeah, that's bullshit. They still get whatever standing forces they have, and they still get reinforced by their allies constantly. I'm imagining on hard it's even more noticeable. I mean, it's true that they're not building more troops, so I guess you don't have to worry about new armies coming from them. But it's the campaign. You always have to worry about new armies coming. It doesn't matter who's making them. Alright, this is going to be, though, a very efficient and thorough clear-out. After which we can fly in the command center and transport... Oh my god, there's red coming at the base. Looks like Zerglings though, so it should be okay. Yeah, it's just Zerglings. Why would you even send 12 Zerglings at that barrier? I guess because you're an AI and your job is to make the game interesting, not difficult. Send in the SCVs. Drop a command center. Still too much creep. Give me a moment. Oh, Guardians! I actually really like the look of Guardians in the StarCraft 2 engine compared to the StarCraft 1 engine. They seem looser in the air, like they're less flying walls and more flying cannon platforms, which is how I like to think of them. Anyway, go ahead, mine. Go ahead, somebody build a Geyser. Beautiful, we have transplanted the force. We should throw up a missile turret in a bunker or something just for defense, in fact. I'm gonna do just that.
You scared me.
I mean, because Orange has proven pretty categorically that he is not above sending straight troops. The reason I'm not putting more of a force is I intend to take on Orange next. Thus far, you may or may not have noticed what Orange has been attacking with, but it has primarily been Mutalisks. I'm going to... I'm not sure why I'm using this guy to scout. I think I'm going to scout out Orange before coming up with a plan of attack. So here's the ComSat. Let's do some sweeps and... Oh, you know what? Just fuck it. Let the eBay die. It's not worth saving anymore. Okay, a couple stray lings, a lot of anti-air with spore crawlers, but really, it's air to air and air to ground, and ground to air, mostly. Well, that, I guess, does cover the bases. Let me rephrase. Apart from a handful of Zerglings, I have spotted very little that can actually threaten a massive ground army in that base. There's no base defenses, there's no,
Additional supply depots required.
thingamabob. They have the Guardians, which are scary. But if I tried to attack that base via air, I would have to go an inch at a time because of all the spore crawlers. So this force actually should do pretty well. The tanks even are a little bit excessive. They can't shoot up, and there's so many Mutalisks there, and Guardians, they're just going to get picked off. So let's have them all siege mode up back in the base. We'll continue massing Marines, and then we'll send in the ball. It's not that impressive a ball. In fact, it's made up half of medics almost, so it's a robust but not very dangerous ball. But we'll see how it fares. And I am constantly mass-producing Marines at home now, and supply depots to continue the process, so we'll be fine. Attack! And this is just to draw them out. I'm sure that their buildings being shot. Well, yep, there they come, backing up. This is just Mutalisks. If we had a good surround, I'd be happier. but with that kind of medic presence, no big deal. Shoot them all, better surround this time. Oh, come on, I know you have more troops than that. You think I am stupid? Stepping on your creep should be like ringing a doorbell. There they are. Marines, Zerglings, and Mutalisks. Or, not Marines. Mutalisks, Guardians, Zerglings. Backing up. Knocking down. Backing up. One Marine is not a big trade. Hopefully the Guardians will keep following right out in the open, and now we stim and knock them out. That's 2 casualties. 3 casualties total. I really like the look of the acid worm. It looks like it's it's whapping on you rather than just a glob of green goo. I mean, it is a glob of green goo, but it looks... the particle speed seems a little bit more awesome to me.
The doctor is in.
Probably because they leave a shooting trail to give the impression of speed. Anyway, mass-producing troops and sending a bumper crop of Marines to help. Why are you guys stuck? Oh, the siege tank's in your way here. Unload. And you guys should be able to walk right out now. Of course, if I... yeah, I'm not being patient enough, so they're probably going to get picked off halfway up the map or something unfortunate. Oh well. You know what? We've taken out the bulk of your army, I think. We're just going to move in. If you can stop this ball, good. But without banelings or some there's the stray marines. But yeah, without banelings or really good crackling quantities, I don't see how you're going to be able to stop this army.
The doctor is in.
Okay, I should probably be careful that I don't have to eat my words. That's that. We've got a nice, solid little defensive ball right in the middle of his base, right next to the hive. We can blow out any Mutalisks it produces as they pop out. This is going to be a good game for him. I'm leery of telling my Marines to attack only the hive, lest a sudden swarm comes and they don't... I can stim them at least. Yeah, there we go. Okay, it looks like we've got this all cleared up. Boom! 1 Zerg hive remaining. Guys, pull out. You've done your job. And if past history is any indication, red will not hesitate to reinforce orange. Okay, I've already begun the process of starports and building wraiths and shit, and you're about to see why. Red, it's comp set to prove my point, is an anti-ground army. He's got 4, 5, 6 creep sunken colonies. Oh, that's purple, never mind. 6 sunken colonies, and he's got Ultralisks up the yin-yang. Attacking him with Marines and Medics will take an eternity. Attacking him with Marines, Medics, and Siege Tanks crawling forward in sequential order will probably work, especially since I have 5 or 6 of them. But notice that in that whole time, we saw almost no anti-air from him. Wraiths, therefore, could probably do a fair amount of damage, and... Actually, I just thought of something I haven't tried before. Yeah, quickly throw up the thingamabob. Maybe there's a ridge that I can plant my 6, 7, 8 tanks on, so that they're out of range of oh my god, my orange task force is back in. So that they're out of range of Ultralisks, but they can shell the Ultralisks from high ground. I mean, right there, there's a platform. Maybe I can set up like a tank trap or shell his base. I mean, there's gotta be some range. We'll find out. We'll find out. For the moment, let's reunite my forces. We should be able to handle any Ultralisks right now, and I've left my main base a little less defended as a result, and that's fine. And, yeah. Okay, sending out the dropship. Find a good place for my troops. And oh my god! Look at that timing. Just as I've moved my troops out of the base, he moves his troops in. Let's try and kill him, and oh. You know what? We're gonna be fine. I have I have my defensive wall of 12 Marines, tanks, everything up. We're fine. Pull back, gentlemen. Nothing to see here, nothing to see here. Oh my god, except the dead body! Alright, tanks into the dropship. Dropship. That's a perfect ledge. Let's see what we can do with it. Oh, it's a doodad. It's not a real ledge.
Hang on, we're
Shoot. Well, let's see what else we've got here. Be very careful to get... That might work, but it's too far back to be of use. No. Wait, maybe this looks like an open spot? Yes! Yes, it worked! Awesome! Send him in. Actually... you stupid little zerglings. Melt. Everything must melt. I wonder how many troops he's gonna drain at that. I don't think he has the anti-air or the range even to poke at those. See if we can't get any more dropships into place, or tanks into place. This is just me futzing around. I could probably just do a frontal assault and win, but... Nope, 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 purple, ow, ow. God, dropships look so badass in 3D. I guess they are kind of based on the medevac, and the medevac's got a lot of hats to wear. This spot doesn't work. That's unfortunate. I wonder if I could... You know, if I airlifted my marine force, maybe I could pull off some kind of... Well, we'll see what happens. Ow, 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 ow. Again, providing vision to the tanks on the ledge, and leapfrogging the tanks in. Nope. Nope. Let's lift up the tank while we can, and... Actually, if we drop the tank and then pick him back up, I wonder how... No, we're not going to be able to tempt them without poking at his distant structures, so we'll siege up and... Oh, this is going to be a mistake, this is going to be a mistake, this is going to be a mistake. There it is. Yeah, can't possibly unsiege in time. Death. You know what? Forget this. This was an ill-conceived idea. Let's just do what we were supposed to do. Notice this whole time that my dropship has been acting with almost near impunity. Near impunity. Yeah, that means my wraiths can probably do the same. So let's send the wraith awaiting home chores into the fray and see what happens. Okay, so far so good. There's a hydralisk, but. Wow, I apparently can't micro-worth shit. Couldn't even save my wraith. It looks like the wraiths actually are holding it on their own. The wraiths could probably take down that hatchery. Hive, it would take a while, so let's send in the main army to two-prong this a little bit. But yeah, at this point I'm relying on the wraiths to win it. Yeah, I was gonna say that they'd be distracted by the wraith attack, but distracted with what? None of their troops can do anything about it. Oh god, stim and pray. It's important that the tanks stay behind the marine medic ball, because ultralisks do bonus damage to armored troops. Actually, I don't think that was true in Starcraft Brood War, so it's probably not true in the mod either. I also just don't like my tanks to take damage, though. And the tanks can't be healed, unlike Marines. Those speedlings are gonna kill you. You can't handle the DPS and something. Yeah, I have like 2 medics per each Marine for a total of 5 Marines. Let's quickly get... Oh, if I was smart, I would go under the cover of the 2 siege tanks I have on the ledge. This is great. The siege tank is being screened by healing medics, but it's not gonna last. Yeah, let's pull back. Let's pull back, guys. There it is. Siege tank's on the ledge, and that Marine is as safe as he can be. So at the end of the day, the main army really did nothing, and the wraiths are just finishing the job. If anything, the main army distracted the wraiths from their job. So let's just make some more of those in addition to my new contingent of Marines that I told you I was rebuilding. Yeah, my supply only went down 5, so I was rebuilding them the whole time. La-di-da-di-da. You know, if I was smarter, I would probably try to use like the siege tank drop down, pick up without siege moding. Oh well. Yeah, no real reason to make a new command center to expand again. This thing is over. It's got a couple ticks of health and boom, popped. Alright, 0 Zerg hives remaining. Final mission objective is to get Duran to the beacon, and we will do so soon. Oh, hell. That's enough slaughter. Where's Duran? He's in my main bunker, right? Yep, out. Let's hit the new button, F2, select all military units on the map, attack, move to the beacon. In fact, we should probably cloak Duran just for good measure.
Mineral field depleted.
I mean, not that anything's gonna happen. I remember when I was younger, I used to be terrified that I would get spawn broodlings on my heroes. Which apparently used to happen. But then Blizzard patched it to make it less likely.
You got it.
Because, you know, it's just bullshit to lose that way. And we has arrived at the big place. Side Disruptor. Which is a badass looking structure.
Captain, we've located the side disruptor. Shall we plant the explosives on it?
What are you, nuts?
Lieutenant Duran, we're here to relieve you. We've come with orders from Admiral Stukov himself to facilitate the disruptor's disassembly.
Very well. Take it away. Captain, I'll be returning to the command ship presently.
Good old Stukov. Anyway, that's the mission, and that's the vid. I hope you all had a good time watching this. Stay tuned. I do intend to get through the whole UED campaign at some point. I'm working on it. It takes quite a while to record these vids, and takes quite a while longer to record commentary and sync them all out, which is why they don't come out nearly as often as some of my other series do. But I hope the end product was worth it. I hope you had a good time watching, as much fun as I did making it. Yeah, I will see you guys next time.